Are you ready? Are you sure? For music trivia, 3 rounds in store. It's head to head, who's going to war? Are you ready to settle the score? I said, are you ready to settle the score?
Hey, welcome into another week of Settle the Score. It's our 2-year anniversary here on the show, and we decided to bring back the 2 juggernauts. We finished the last show with them, and they both said, we want another piece. We're like, let's run it back. Let's run it back. Seemed like the perfect opportunity to do it, but I am your host, Matt Knost, joined as always by the musical director, the one and only Mr. Andy Merryweater. How are you, friend?
I'm good. Happy anniversary, Matt. It's been a great 2 years, and it's not been full of controversy. It just feels that way because of these 2 that we've got coming on. It's I can't wait to see what comes out of this to kick off the 3rd year.
Yeah, hopefully there's not more controversy surrounding today's show, but you never know. You never know. We've ironed out a few of the kinks, but a new wrinkle could emerge and something we'll have to fix if they want to come back for a 4th. This seems like a grudge match that's going to last generations. Their kids are going to be playing this game, fighting one another. Both of them don't seem on board with that idea in the back in the green room right now. But yes, so we will have them on momentarily. And before we bring them on, we just had a fan show last week. And if you'd like to be a part of our next fan show, we have reset the clock on that fan show and this one. So your comments and retweets now start anew. So if you'd like to be part of the pool of random individuals, you can retweet the tweet that I put out each week, or you can leave us a comment over youtube.com/Matt Knost. And the more times you do it, the more times your name gets added into the random drawing. So please, we'd love to have you on the next fan show. Are you ready to begin today, sir?
Let's do it. Let the controversy begin.
Let's start this up. First gentleman coming in is 0-2 so far in this series, but I got a good feeling about today. He seems ready to amend that, to rectify it. So please help us welcome the one and only Mr. Samm Levine.
Oh, hi.
How are you, sir?
Oh, Andy, please hold your applause. I'm well. Listen, I have to correct something. There's not a chance Lon or I will ever father children. What's wrong with you? We're trying to help things.
So Andy's the only one that's going to procreate in this bunch.
Yeah, he's of the 4 of us. He's the only one who should be bringing
That's
new
right.
life into this
It
world.
will be old Sam and old Lon and Ezra on the piano.
Exactly.
That's what will be happening.
That's what it will be. Andy will be long retired,
long gone,
living the sweet life on Corsica.
Sure. Reliving his favorite Cheech and Chong movie.
Yeah.
Just every day.
Well, why not? And it'll be us with little baby Ezra, who won't be a baby anymore. Well into his 40s.
You should just call him that, though, just for his ego.
Just
keep his ego in check.
Yeah.
He'll enjoy it.
Yeah. Should be 2-0, by the way. Should be 2-0. Let's correct that right away. I rang in first. That's the win. And secondarily, Lon had no idea it was first man until you were like, Louis Armstrong's brother, Neil. What do you got? What do you think?
Well, first off, 60% of people that voted against you.
All 3 people who voted. So you,
That's
Andy,
fine.
and Lon.
That's fine. We'll get your numbers, Trump, and show you what it actually says.
I want Obama's birth certificate, and I want to see the results of that poll.
Not
in that order.
That's fair. And also the list of YouTube comments saying what movie the clues could have related to, which I did ask for, and they came to play.
When you do it like that, that's Monday morning quarterbacking, man. In the moment, get out of here. Get out of here.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
When people have 15 minutes to think about a movie that maybe has something to do with the moon, come on.
Yeah,
it was Moonfall.
It might be Moonfall.
It was for sure Moonfall. Everyone's favorite movie.
Yeah.
Thankfully, you haven't thought about this since, so that's good.
I don't think about it until I show up here with you guys, and you bring up all this anger, all this tense. What am I doing here? Why did I agree to this? I insisted on it. Why? Why did I agree to this?
I don't know. I don't
know either.
I think it's to stop this slide that you've got at 0-2 right now, and to at least begin climbing back up that hill. But the man you are down 0-2 is waiting patiently to hear this slander in the background.
But I mean, I think career-wise, I'm 2-2, right?
I believe so. Yes.
I believe so. Yeah. Oh boy, you did not want to say that. You did not want to admit to that, Matt.
It's not that I didn't want to admit. I know one for sure. The other one I can't fully recall.
It was my wife and Wayne Fetterman. Yeah, I believe.
The Fetterman I couldn't remember. I remember you beating Rachel.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, but wait, you played with Rachel in a game. How did that one go?
We played
together. Didn't you guys?
Yeah,
didn't you guys team up?
No, they played against each other.
It was you haven't played as a team?
Not that I know of.
Okay, we should make that happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool.
All right, great. Yeah. All right, we'll email.
Waiting patiently in the background while all this slander happens.
Really?
The 2-0 champion of all this. Please defend yourself, Mr. Lon Harris.
Hey,
welcome back,
folks.
Welcome back, champion.
Fake news, woke media. You're gonna have all these lies about me. Listen, identifying film scores is a $30 billion a year industry.
This is why I could never go heel on the Schmodown, by the way.
I always forgot. That was my problem. I didn't take it seriously.
Yeah. My problem is I'd go heel, but I would just go heel against Christian. What the fuck are these questions? What are you doing over there? What are you doing? I see you typing. What are you doing? Fuck you, man. That's all. That's all my.
Forget my sunglasses. That's how you go heel on the Schmodown.
Just wear sunglasses.
Like, I forgot my sunglasses. I'm a face now. Oh well. What can you do? Sunglasses, hoodie. That's it.
That's bad guy motif right there.
That's how you know. They're taking this seriously.
Well, champion, how are you?
Doing good. Thank you for addressing me by the title of champion. I appreciate that.
Best of 3. It's not official yet.
I was asking before the show.
Sorry, best of 5. Best of 5.
I believe we are going for an all-time settle the score record on today's program, are we not? I believe 3-0 would be a new milestone in the history of settle the score.
Wait, you never played before we played?
No, he was it was his first time on with you.
Wow. Has anyone else started 3-0 like I should have been after you incorrectly?
Has anyone ever gone 0-3? That's the next question.
No, I'm not 0-3. You weren't even listening to the intro.
Has anybody lost 3 straight times on appearing? I believe so, yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
4 times if we ran this back another time, that would be, I think, record-setting territory.
With my great-grandchildren, if it continues all the way down the long Harris family tree I plan to establish.
All right. Are we ready to begin today's show?
Yep.
Yes, definitely. I've already done my Trump impression, so it's all downhill from here.
Oh, perfect. It's all downhill. It's all gravy.
There are definitely more Trump impressions in 2 years of settled score than John Williams scores have been played. 100%. A lot of Trump impressions.
Yeah,
everybody's
he's a good heel.
Yeah, it's a good go-to.
All right, so instead of the normal buzzing in that we do on every other show, you guys have elected to type into the chat.
You say you guys like this was a mutual
yeah,
thing.
well, it
Some
takes
of
two
you
to
have
tango,
insisted, the others have tacitly accepted. Yes,
that's one way to view it.
Did it not work for you last time, Lon?
It's fine. It's totally. I'm happy to type.
You can type whatever you want because it'll be stamped with your name underneath, so it doesn't have to be your name or anything like that. I will see it in the side over there
sometimes, so that's helpful.
So we will not be listening for names. I will just be staring at the chat to see who types in first. So those playing along at home, I will announce who the individual is that came in first in this. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start us.
Do you want to do a test run of the ringing in?
Yeah, why not?
Go for it.
Okay, ask me who the second man to walk on the moon was.
Who is the second man to walk on the moon?
Is when did you write that? You haven't been typing the whole time.
Just copy and paste. It says, "Fuck you, Matt. This is Sam ringing in."
Oh,
it's gonna be.
Got it. He's got it in the
right. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, perfect, boy. I am looking forward to a 3-0 champion.
That's going up on the Instagram.
Put it up on the Rushmore of settle the score.
All right, I'm gonna play our little round 1 jingle.
Great.
See you guys in a second. All right, this is round 1. Lon, you will have opening selection. Once you make your choice, I will give a clue. Andy will begin playing. And when either of you thinks you know the answer, type in the chat. I will call on whoever typed in first. And you are guessing the movie itself, so don't worry about the name of the song itself. It's worth 10 points. And there's a bonus question worth 5 points, but we'll get to the rules of the bonus question when we come to it. So, Lon, 1 through 5, where would you like to start round one?
Let's start with number 1.
All right, number 1 it is. Fastest finger, good luck to you both. Your opening clue is I should have seen the signs. I should have seen the signs.
Rows and flows of angel hair and ice cream castles in the air and feather canyons everywhere. I've looked at clouds that way. Now they only block the sun. They rain and snow on everyone. So many things I would have done, but clouds got in my way. I've looked at clouds from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's clouds, illusions I recall. I really don't know clouds at all.
I can tell you a lot of things about this song, but not what movie it's in.
All right, I can give you a second clue.
Joni Mitchell.
Your first clue was I should have seen the signs. Your second clue is deaf becomes her. Deaf become Sam.
Coda?
Coda is correct.
Deaf.
He didn't know that except because of the clues. 0 points.
I gave you an obvious.
That's entirely correct, Lon, and that's a very gimme clue at the end there, right?
It was.
But there's
both
actually
of you
could have
able to
been Children of a Lesser God.
Yeah.
Listen,
could have
he
been
sings that
Witness.
at the end and signs it and everything. It's the pivotal
No, you're
moment in
right.
the fucking
I forgot
movie.
that's the song.
And it
I
won
forgot
Best
that's the
Picture.
song.
It's less
that's
than
the
a
song
year
she
old.
sings in Coda. You're correct.
That's fine. All right. Is it possible both of you can lose today? Is this possible?
Actually, all 4 of us have already lost, no matter what the outcome here is today.
It's a pleasure.
I'm throwing it just so I don't have to come on the show ever again. I'll be.
I'm going to be honest with you.
you.
I knew what the answer was. I just wanted to hear Andy's sweet vocals.
It was lovely.
I didn't want to hear.
I said,
duck out
was
for a
lovely,
moment.
though. I agree with Sam. It was a wonderful rendition of
was
it. I knew
lovely.
the song right away. I couldn't remember that was the Coda song.
All right. Bonus question time. This is worth 5 points. Some of these are easy and some of these are hard.
Yeah.
And Sam, you have a choice. You can go it alone, but if you get it wrong, you'll lose the 5 points. Otherwise, you can open it up to you and Lon. No one will lose any points. But if he gets it right, he'll cut into your 10-0 lead. So my question to you, Mr. Levine, is do you want to be a dick or not?
I've thought about this because last time it kind of burned me. And then it wouldn't have burned me the time before that if you had just actually seen that I'd rang in first. So I'm not going to be a dick because now there's no confusion as to when I ring in.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Here so is open to me. I can answer.
It's open
if I know it.
Get in there, Lon.
Okay. All right.
It's open to both of you. Here it is. Coda won 3 Oscars. Name them. Sam.
Best original screenplay, best picture, and best supporting actor.
That is incorrect.
Ooh. I don't lose points guess? If I get it wrong.
Nope.
Okay. So we will go best supporting actor, Tony Kotzer, best picture, best director.
Incorrect. It's best adapted screenplay.
Oh, come on.
What's it adapted from?
I don't know. I just found that on the IMDb page.
I know that. It's a remake of a French film. It's a
remake it is a French film. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And it's actually a very close remake, apparently, like scene for scene in most parts.
Yeah, apart from they didn't use any deaf actors in the French one, I believe.
Right. Yes. Correct.
Oh. All right, Sam, you got the points on that. You're up 10-0. You have control of the board. We have 2 through 5. Where would you like to go next?
Oh my goodness. Number 3.
Number 3, it is. Your clue is a force of nature. A force of nature.
Pistol shots ring out in a barroom night, and a Patty Valentine from the upper hall.
Launch.
That would be the Hurricane.
That is correct for 10 points.
Here comes the story of a hurricane.
I like the jowliness of that. That was nice.
Such a big Robert Zimmerman fan, you guys.
All right, Lon, bonus question worth 5 points. Do you want to be a dick or not?
No, let's open this up. This goes to everyone. I don't know this.
All right. It is to both of you.
It's been a long time.
Here is the bonus question. It was a smart move. This is probably the hardest one. How many years was Reuben Carter wrongfully imprisoned? And I'll give it to you if you're within 2. Sam.
21.
That's a good guess.
Lon, would you like to make a guess?
Wait, so hang on. Is he right or wrong, or we're not going to know and we both guess and it's whoever gets closest? How are we doing this?
Since it's open to both of you, both can guess on this.
Oh, okay. I will guess 30 years.
Sam, you got the points.
Thank you very much. What's the answer?
It was 19.
Thank you.
19.
End of it. I get it within 2. What are you doing? Making up rules as you go along.
No, that's the way. Like when we do these box office ones and it's open to all, I let both of them answer. When he
was put in a prison cell, Sam, but one time he could have been the champion of the world. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Just putting that out.
All right, Sam, you got the points on that. You're up 15-10. But Lon, you got the music question right. So we have 2, 4, and 5. What would you like next, Lon?
Let's do 5.
All right. 5, it is. Your clue is God complex. God complex. I almost said 1. I was like, that might be 2 on the nose.
I see.
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. We got everything you want. Honey, we know the name.
Lon.
I believe that's Thor: Love and Thunder.
That is correct for 10 points.
Do you know what I was thinking of and I couldn't get my head off it? Lean on Me. Which that song absolutely is also in.
It's in that movie, yeah.
And I was like, Mr. Clark did kind of have a god complex.
Like, a little bit
curious, a little, you know.
Yeah, that's the.
Sorry, chain the doors, kept those kids. That's a fire violation.
That's the song that plays over the montage of just how bad that school has gotten, and like all the violence and crime. It's "Welcome to the Jungle" by Guns N' Roses.
I forgot about that.
And I was seconds away from ringing in and saying that, and being like, "Well, it does fit.
It kind of does."
Songs in the movie. He's definitely got a god complex.
A little bit there.
A little bit.
But Lon, you got the points.
Thankfully, Lon rang in first.
20-15.
I'm gonna bring Sam back in because confession time. I have not seen Thor: Love and Thunder. It's coming on Disney Plus this week. I'm looking forward to checking it out.
Same. So, my wife and I never got around to seeing it in theaters.
I really wanted to. It's not a knock. I promise, folks.
No,
it's not
same.
A normal knock.
We couldn't make it work.
I just didn't get around to it. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I don't know.
So let's see which one of us can get this trivia question about a movie we have not seen.
Fair enough. Here it is, open to both of you.
Great.
There are 5 actors in Thor: Love and Thunder who have also had credited roles in a DC movie. Name 4.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna try this.
Lon.
Russell Crowe.
Okay.
Christian Bale.
Okay.
I'm already out. How did I do this? How did I do this poorly at this? No. What the hell?
Got two.
I
guesses
got two,
so far.
Now I can't. I'm literally like hitting a wall. I cannot think of a single other one who's in Thor: Love and Thunder and also a DC movie. Even I don't think so.
You got any others? Otherwise,
no, I'm out. Sam, you take it.
All right, it's Christian Bale, Russell Crowe, and then Ezra Miller twice.
Loved him. Loved them in Love and Thunder.
He was so good. So good. No, sadly, Ezra is not in there twice.
Oh,
I know.
Not doing dual roles.
Huh. You would think so, but no. Yeah. Unfortunately, not the case.
Yeah, what's the answer?
Taika. He was Ratcatcher in Suicide Squad.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Sean Gunn.
Oh, wow.
He's
got a small with the Guardians. He comes in with the Guardians, and then
because he's the human mocap for
I was about to say Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman, V for Vendetta, is a DC.
Oh, it's Vertigo. That's a Vertigo comic. Very good. Very clever. All right. I'll count that. I'll count it.
Under the DC banner.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
They own it.
I can't say boo. You got me there.
Listen, I could have just said in general and gone uncredited.
Natalie Portman, I was like, there's got to be one, and I was really going down the whole list, and I couldn't. So
I suppose you're going to tell me next to Star Wars movies in DC.
All right, Stallone. No, it doesn't count. It doesn't.
DC's Black Swan. Big fan of that character.
All right, no points awarded there, but Lon, you have control of the board. We've got 2 and 4.
Let's go with 2.
All right. 2 it is. Your clue is working the night shift. Working the night shift.
All the words had all been spoken, and somehow the feeling still wasn't right. And still we continued on through the night, tracing our steps from the beginning until they vanished into the air, trying to understand how our lives had led us there. Looking into your eyes.
I'll give you a second clue. First one was working the night shift. Second one is it's hailing out there. It's hailing out there.
Purely
Nothing.
Clue-based. I'm going to take a purely clue-based guess here.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Lon.
Taxi Driver.
That is correct for 10 points.
I was right there with you, Lon. I was like, it's not Taxi. It's not the Queen Latifah, Jimmy Fallon Taxi.
Right. It's got to be something with hailing and taxi. I don't remember that song.
Yeah, same. I don't remember that
Could have been
Stuber.
He's like watching it on TV, isn't he? The music video.
Yeah, he's watching on TV.
I mean,
he gets kind of.
I don't remember that song from the movie, but I believe you that it's in there.
It runs for like 20 seconds. It's a decent amount of time that he's just sitting there watching the TV and the song's playing.
I just remember Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
whatever song is playing.
From the end credits over a Taxi Driver. Really did not fit. Got to disagree with Scorsese's
the choice on that one. It's rare.
Really takes you out of the story you just watched. But hey, man, he's the director, not me.
All right, Lon, bonus question. You're up 30-15 right now. Do you want to be a dick or not?
I'll take this one. On my own. All of myself. Let's see.
It's especially helpful since Matt already said the toughest one of the round is gone. So,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And it's not going to be about that commercial that Travis Bickle watches. So hopefully I know this next one.
I love it that you can take issue with anything. It's a rare skill.
I'm just saying you gave away important information that was unnecessary. You could skew the game.
We have fun here, folks. Listen, we have a good time.
Some of us have fun.
I got to get the FCC in here. We got to get someone.
You think that's the governing body of this?
Go over rules.
Matt does say when that quantity question comes up, he always says that's the hardest one. But Sam, you could have benefited from it, man. If you could have got Taxi Driver, hey, there you go. It was for both of you.
Yeah, and maybe I'll get on the next one too. We'll find out.
Yeah.
All right, Lon, this is just for you then. Here's a bonus question. In Taxi Driver, what sitcom mainstay plays fellow driver Wizard?
Oh, Wizard. Oh my gosh. It's is that Peter Boyle?
That is correct for 5 points.
Yeah.
Nice work.
Makes it 35-15 right now. We have one left in this opening round. Your final clue is Rider on the Storm. Rider on the Storm.
You say I only hear what I want to. You say subtle all the time. And I thought what I felt was simple. And I thought that I don't belong. And now that I am leaving, now I know that I did something wrong. 'Cause I missed you.
Thanks. We know the song. One of us was in a coma for the 90s.
I don't know what 90s.
Yeah. All right, I give you another clue.
Sam looked like he had it.
Your second clue is watch like a hawk. Rider on the Storm.
Could you spell that? Are you saying writer, W-R-I-T-E-R, or R-I-D-E-R?
R-I-D-E-R.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Pardon me. Technically, that's the pronunciation. That is not the spelling.
All right.
Rider on the Storm. And second clue is...
Oh, no, this is wrong. I rang in anyway. Girl interrupted.
Incorrect.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the second clue was watch it like a hawk.
Rider on the Storm, watch it like a hawk. I just not even have a guess. I honestly don't even have a guess. Rider on the Storm.
I think I know what it is.
It's gotta be something with like Ethan Hawke, but I can't come up with what it would be. Yeah, I don't know. I'm blanking.
Actually, and I just looked it up. That is the proper spelling.
I understand.
I thought it was a variation.
Y.
Oh, like it's like Winona Ryder and Ethan. I was Reality Bites. Then
it's Reality Bites. Yeah.
I'm not going to take the play. I needed too long to work it out with. Yeah. Never mind. It's Reality Bites, but
you don't want the points.
He already gave an answer.
He would.
Yeah.
The only answer I heard was Reality Bites. What did you say something before that?
No, but I said I don't know.
You know what? Take the points.
Well, I don't know. What was your first answer, Lon? Because I was looking up the spelling.
No,
of
I
that.
didn't even buzz in. I said I don't know, and then you guys started talking it out, and I was like, "Oh, Winona Ryder." I didn't put together Ryder on the Storm was Winona Ryder. I don't think it should count. It was only after the discussion.
I agree with that assessment. The points should not count.
The points. I don't think I deserve those.
I am not going to award.
And I
the
totally
points.
forgot that Lisa Loeb's Stay is in that movie.
Yes.
I think I recalled it being more like, I don't know, like alt rock stuff.
Ethan Hawke suggested it for the movie because they were friends and became the breakout hit.
Of course they were. Who wouldn't want to be friends with 90s Ethan Hawke?
All right, bonus.
Or Lisa Loeb.
Final bonus questions.
Finest
bonal.
Finest bonus in the Westfall.
Officially now for the last one of the first round will just be finest bonal.
Like a Dutch filmmaker. Finest bonal.
I think Snyder fought him in a boxing match and lost. All right, it's open to both of you. So type in the side. The current score is 35-15 right now. Here is your finest bonal. Reality Bites was the directorial debut of what actor? Lon.
Ben Stiller.
That is correct for 5 points. All right, that ends round 1. Lon has 40 points. Sam has 15.
Mm-hmm.
But
this is
Sam,
exactly what I wanted. Because every time I've had a good lead leading out of first round, I have not won against Lon.
It's true. I'm usually a come from behind kind of player on this show, so I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm
throwing
off my.
All right, let's jump into round 2. All right, this is the 5-second round. So, Sam, you will have first choice in this round, 1 through 5. Once you make your selection, I will give a clue, and Andy will play a 5-second snippet of the song. It could be from anywhere in that song. If either of you can guess it in that first 5 seconds, it's worth 10 points. Otherwise, if we have to play a second 5 seconds, it is only worth 5 points. And you only have one guess until I let you know you can guess a second time. So, Sam, 1 through 5, where would you like to begin round 2?
Let's start with number 3.
All right. Number 3, it is. Your clue is not Gorbachuffed. Chuffed.
Thank you.
Not Gorbachuffed.
Timely.
Right.
Thank you.
That's right, yeah.
It's The Hunt for Red October.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is.
You got to type in the chat.
Oh, I thought this was for me.
But
no, it's for both of you. This is open to both.
For both of us.
Oh, I rang in.
No controversy here. I didn't get it. He got it. Give Sam the points.
Fair enough. Sam gets the points. I was going to award it to him anyway and just remind him you got to.
I thought you said I pick and then I hear 5 seconds and then it's up to me.
It's open to both of you in this round.
I didn't realize it was open to both.
One of these is open to both.
The next round is the singular where.
Okay.
But you cut into the lead. It's now 40-25. And you have control of the board. 3 is off. Where would you like to go next?
Let's go 5.
All right. 5 it is. Your clue is there's something about Marie.
Marie?
Marie. There's something about Marie.
I know you belong to someone new.
Sam.
The Jerk?
That is correct for 10 points.
Wow. Very good.
Thank you.
It's a 5-point game, 40-35. Sam, you still have control. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, or 4.
Let's keep it with the odds. Let's go number 1.
All right. Number 1 it is. Your clue is we'll say hooked on a feeling. Hooked on a feeling. Can't hear you.
Can't hear
you. Sorry, I was doing too much prep. Right, here we go. Ready? Hear me now? Good.
Yep.
Take you back. Take you back.
That's pretty great.
Thanks, man. Did it earlier.
Hooked on a feeling. And I will tell you this, that song was written by one of Hollywood's preeminent talents.
Jolson?
Not quite. Would you like to hear it again?
Sure.
Sure, yeah.
And it's hooked on a feeling.
Yeah, got that part, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Take you back. Take you back.
Do we get a second clue?
Yeah, I don't know it. I don't know it.
Is the next 5 is going to be basically the same, is it not? Oh, music?
No.
Is this song really just take you back do over and over again?
A little bit.
All
right, we have a second 5. So what we'll do is Andy will do the second 5 of music,
okay.
and then I'll give a second clue
Very
after
good.
you hear the second. So it makes it worth 5 points instead.
All right.
Okay.
I don't know why I should even try.
Oh,
Sam.
White Men Can't Jump.
Incorrect.
Oh, fuck you.
If you'll recall, we used that on the show with you and Wayne.
I don't recall. I don't remember what I ate for breakfast. But I thought that was a very good guess based on the doo-wopedness and the hook shot was. All right.
Do I get a second clue?
If I give a second clue, Sam could guess again. So you might as well just take a guess because it gives you an unfair advantage.
Pan is my guess.
Pan is your guess. That is incorrect.
It's got a guy named Hook in it. It's got a guy named Hook in it.
Oh, that's good information. Thank you. All right, your second clue.
Bad guy. He's the bad guy in this.
Yeah. Your second clue is I'm in glove with you. I'm in glove with you. Hooked on a feeling, and I'm in glove with you.
I'm ringing in. I think this is wrong. I wanted to say this before. Kingpin.
Incorrect.
Yeah.
Jersey Boys.
Also incorrect. This is from 2 possible movies.
Love when that happens.
Rocky 1 and Rocky 3, written by the great Frank Stallone as they're standing around the trash can.
Great
Preeminent. Yeah, he's a writer. He's an actor. He's a musician.
Choreographer?
Sure. If you go read his Wikipedia, man, it definitely wasn't written by him.
So Hook in this one is the hook punch,
right
not
hook,
the
like a right hook,
right hook, not the hook shot.
I was
I'm
thinking
in glove with you.
Hook. You were thinking hook shot.
Glove, and then he falls in love in the first one.
Yeah.
Do you know what's
what
weird?
You did there, Matt. Real clever.
That's the second week in a row where the word hook is being used to describe a boxing movie, and someone has guessed Pan because it happened last week.
Yeah,
Hook, you hear Hook and you think, okay, there's a lot of movies with him as the villain, and Pan was throwing me because it's got that weird thing where it's oddly musical. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen that movie.
This was the discussion last week as well with like Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Hugh Jackman comes out onto the ship and they all start singing like, I don't know, Nirvana to him or something.
Right? Exactly.
So I'm like,
exactly.
This is true. They sing "Smells Like Teen Spirit" when Captain Hook comes out
Matt,
on deck.
this is the second week in a row. This very conversation.
Except none of us last week had seen it. So, Lon, you're the first person that we've had on the show that definitely has seen Pan. So, congratulations.
Oh, I definitely saw it. Yeah, it's awful. Don't have nobody else see it. It's really bad. It's really spectacularly bad in ways you don't even expect. Like, why would you do it this way?
Well, you make enough choices. One of them's got to be right.
I thought maybe Frank Stallone snuck a song in. No, I had no idea it was Frank.
All right. So nobody got any points on that, but Sam, you still have control of the board. It's a 5-point game with Lon in the lead. We have 2 and 4.
Mm-hmm. Oh, let's go. A big number 2.
Big number 2. All right. Your clue for this is maple beef. Maple beef.
So what would Brian Boitano do if he were here today?
South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. And I almost rang in before he even started playing.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that clue was good. You get it afterwards. I knew
exactly where you were going with that.
I did have an inkling. He did just 2 seconds too fast for me. But.
All right, Sam takes a 5-point lead, 45 to 40.
Follow through. That's what Brian Boitano would do.
You think we get another stay from you by the end of the show, Lon?
Oh, quite possibly. Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, I'm a big fan of just that one song. I couldn't tell you one other thing.
For the life of me, but I know that song backwards and forwards. All right, this is the last one of the second round. 5-point game with Samm in the lead, 45-40. Here is your clue, gentlemen. Ooh, that smell. Ooh, that smell.
When the sun goes down, and the bats are back to bed.
Ooh, that smell. And the follow-up line would even work too. The smell that surrounds you. So, serendipitous. Andy, would you like to hear Andy sing it again?
I mean, I don't think it's going to help me get it,
Yeah,
but
it's not going to help either of us. Might as well just sing the first 5 right into the next 5.
All right, fine. Next 5, and then if neither of you has a guess, I'll give you a second clue.
Let's go the whole way. Let's run the. Yeah.
All right, we'll hear the second 5 of music.
Okay. Here we go.
Chilly down with the fire gang. Think small with the fire gang. Bad hip with the fire gang.
Is this a song?
Chilly down with the fire gang.
Chilly down.
All right, I'll give you a second clue.
Please.
First one was, ooh, that smell. Your second clue is the Maze Runner. Sam.
The Shining.
Incorrect. Lon, do you have a guess?
Field of Dreams.
Also incorrect. Nice interpretation of Maze.
Right? Corn.
Sure.
All right.
Like
Thank you guys. I appreciate your support.
Not a problem. But sadly incorrect. That is from Labyrinth.
Oh.
With the guys that take their heads off and throw them around to each other.
Yeah.
The fire gang.
The fire
Chilly
gang,
down with the fire gang.
Okay. Okay.
I think I'm approaching 30 years of having the last time I saw that movie.
Oh, I mean, I do like that movie. I just didn't.
I loved it as a kid, and I mean,
I
I've
was
seen
looking out for
snippets.
Dance Magic Dance or
then and now.
Hey, we've used that one. We hadn't used this one.
Yeah. No, listen, valid. I just didn't recognize it.
Thank you. From one maze to another, I appreciate
that. Yeah, it is a maze. You're right. That's just another. I went way too deep on that
one. All right. Well, that ends round 2. It is a 5-point ball game, so it all comes down to this. Let's jump in to round 3. Okay, Sam, because you are in the lead, you will have opening choice in this round. This is the betting round. Once you make your selection of 1 through 5, I will give a clue, and then you will open the bidding with the number of notes that you think you can guess this movie in. 4 notes is the minimum. The max is how many ever you'd like it to be. The points are at 8 notes and above, it's worth 10 points. At 4 notes and above, it's 15. 2 notes and up, 20. And 0 notes and up, it is worth 25 points. So once Sam makes his selection, say he says 20, we'll go over to you, Lon. You can bid 19 all the way down to 0, or you can tell him to settle the score. But we go back and forth until one of you tells the other to settle the score. And at that point, that person alone will be answering the question. And you have each a lifeline that you can use one time to ask for a second clue. And then if your opponent gets it wrong, by default, you get the points. But you can also one time go double or nothing and double down on his wrong answer. And if you guess correctly, you'll get double the points. But if you get it wrong, you get nothing. So, Mr. Levine.
Yep.
1 through 5. Where do you want to start?
Tres.
Trace, it is. Your clue is the joke's on you. The joke's on you. So how many notes you want to open with, Sam? 4 is the minimum. The max is how many ever you'd like it to be.
I'm going to say 8 notes.
8 notes. Lon? 7 or fewer, tell him to settle the score.
I'll try for 6. 6 notes.
6? All right. Makes it worth 15 points.
Yeah.
And just as a heads up, bass notes don't count. So if there are any extra bass notes in the orchestration.
Thank you for clarifying.
Not a problem.
Much appreciated.
Almost definitely would have come up in a round.
It does come up every third round at some point.
Yeah.
So usually Andy gives a heads up as he's going into it, but trying to head Sam off at the pass before we have to.
I understand. No, it's smart.
Diffusing a controversy before it begins.
That's a tactical clarification.
Go ahead, Lon.
All right.
6 notes.
6 notes. Yes. Joke's on you or me.
The joke's
whichever
on
the
you.
case may be.
Here are your 6 notes. You do have a lifeline if you want a second clue.
A little early for that, but all right. Believe that's the 1989 Batman.
That is correct for 15 points.
Yeah. I can't believe I thought he wouldn't be that obvious. It's not going to be any of the Batman movies.
I thought
that was literally what I thought.
I figured it was going to be can I identify the different, it's a test of which Batman scores.
Yeah.
Sure.
A lot of Batman
sure.
scores, yeah.
But then,
overthought
could have thrown
but my hope was by doing that, I would get you guys to go down to 3 notes, 2 notes, 1 note. Really try and figure, then you got to potentially guess blind.
Mm-hmm.
But Lon, you take a 10-point lead, 55 to 45. You have control of the board. 3 is gone. 1, 2, 4, or 5. Where you want to go next?
5. Number 5.
All right. 5 it is.
Alive.
Your clue
it's going to be short
is
now. I've jinxed
it is not. Your clue is human plinko.
It's definitely not short circuit because it could.
It's definitely not.
Fisher Stevens gets knocked around a lot. Okay, human plinko. Oh, do I go? Am I?
Yes, you are starting the bidding, Lon.
I'll 10 notes. 10 notes.
10. All right, Sam, over to you.
Human plinko.
I'll say. Can I clarify here? Plinko is that's that game on Price is Right where you drop the disc in the. Okay.
I'll say 6 notes.
All right, makes it worth 15 points.
I settle the score. I'm gonna let Sam take this.
All right. You do have your lifeline if you want to use that for a second clue. Your first one is human plinko. And here are your 6 notes. Looks like Andy's working out the final orchestration right now.
It's Titanic.
That is correct for 15 points. Nice job.
Human Plinko, you fucking heartless bastard.
Brutal. Very cruel. Yeah.
What? Did you know any of them? Because I certainly didn't.
They're not watching.
Well, they're dead. They're at the bottom of the North Atlantic. But...
Anybody be offended by that?
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow. That is not where my head was at. I was like, it's gonna be fun. It's like after hours, maybe. Just bouncing around from weird scenario to weird scenario.
Nope. I couldn't think of what movie that could be a clue for, which is one of the reasons I gave it up. But there you go.
No, I think the last time
mean-spirited, cruel bastards.
I think the last time we used Titanic, the clue that we obviously taken off the list now because we used it before was I see dead people.
Oh,
I see
dead people.
Yeah,
it's like a 2-hour romance before any of that stuff, you guys know.
Yeah, you know what I remember?
The
ship
references
tearing itself asunder in half, and then the person.
Happen. Spoiler alert for Titanic, folks.
All right, but Sam, you take a 5-point lead, 60-55, and control of the board. We have 1, 2, and 4 to choose from. Where are we going next?
Go 2.
All right. 2 it is. Your clue is he deserves and Oscar.
He deserves and Oscar.
A-N.
He deserves an Oscar.
And Oscar.
Thank you.
Emphasis on Oscar.
Oscar. I hope it's Short Circuit 2.
Is there an Oscar in that?
Yeah,
is that Michael McKean's middle name?
No, the bad guy. Isn't it Oscar? Is his name.
He deserves
an
Oscar. So how many notes would you like to open with? 4 is the minimum.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to say 6 notes.
6 off the bat, 15 again. Lon?
I think I'll try for 5. Let's see if I could do 5.
Breaking the trend, 5 notes.
I feel like I got a guess on what this might be. And if I'm right, I'll recognize it. I think maybe.
Fingers crossed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fingers and toes crossed.
Go for it, Lon. Settle the score.
All right, let's see.
All right, on 5 notes. You do have your lifeline if you want it. 5 notes with 15 points. Here you go.
It is Schindler's List.
That is correct for 15 points.
It was either between Schindler's List or The Odd Couple.
The Odd Couple. Exactly. Dang it! I was like, if it's this Schindler's List theme, I'm going to get it right away. I feel like if it's an Odd Couple, like one of those pop songs, I will also get that. That was my exact thinking.
Right. The problem was, I was like, the only music I can mentally associate with The Odd Couple is the theme to the television series.
It's not,
and it's not going to be the score to the movie.
It's not that. Yeah, that's not in the movie.
The difficult part, I'm happy to be disrespectful.
There's a couple like pop songs from that era they play on the radio, like when the Pigeon Sisters are over there. And if it sounds like 60s radio music, I'll know it's The Odd Couple.
But for a guy who's won this game the last 2 times, you should know this round is all movie scores, not songs.
Oh, you're right. I should probably, as the winningest champion in Settle the Score history, I should have known that, but I didn't.
Yeah, very rarely will there be a
through gritted teeth. You said that, Sam, for a guy that's won these last 2 games.
Well, if I didn't know if it
purely by understanding the game, raw skill.
Yeah, well, think what he would do with some coaching.
Exactly.
It'd be amazing.
Blowing it. Can we get a score recap, please?
Not a problem. Lon is ahead 70-60 right now.
I have as well. Okay, very good.
Oh, nice. You're double checking as we go along. I appreciate that. All right, Lon, you now have control of the board. We have 1 and we have 4.
Let's go with 4.
All right. 4 it is. Your clue for this is Foley artist. Foley artist.
Okay. I think I could do 5 on this one.
All right. 5. Sam, over to you.
0.
0.
They do have sequels, so I mean, I guess that.
Well, what you can do is
lay it on us.
We can go into. We're stealing from another show that Sam is intimate with. You can say 0 plus the director.
I mean, I think we both are thinking of the same movie.
Yeah, we're both thinking of the same movie, and I didn't realize we could do negatives. Of course, I could do that.
Well, that's
and so at this point, it would really just be like, who gets to guess the movie first for how many points? Because I think we're both going to guess the same movie, unless there's another clue or something that throws us off.
Well, there's
a very famous movie.
You could use your lifeline to get a second clue.
Right, which I might. So hang on, though. I didn't understand we could negative bet.
We don't normally explain that until it actually comes up. So what we do is you can do director, and then we just start as many actors as you think you can name.
Oh,
I can name the director.
Hang on. I was unaware I could bid.
You were unaware, so we'll let Sam rebid.
No, but I thought doesn't it, you only get to go negative once 0 has been reached? Isn't that tend to be the? Oh, I guess we haven't. That's not.
I think in this instance,
Sam bid 0, and then I get another chance to bid at.
And you just keep one-upping each other until one of you.
I can understand Sam's point of not being aware that you could go negative, so he could have bid negative how many ever instead of saying 0.
Right, because I was taking advantage of the flaw in the game, which is he's forced to bet at least 4.
It's not a flaw. I understand your contention.
I can't bet under 4 at first.
Exactly.
So I bid 5, but let's say I went 4. He can then go negative, or he just goes to 0 and then I go negative. We're just trying to figure out which
he can go. He can go negative if he likes. Normally we just take 0 and then we explain this.
Watch it be wrong, by the way, and this is all for nothing. But okay, so negative would be the director and then as many actors.
No, negative is just you can name the movie. And then it's director counts as 1. Yeah, negative. So I apologize. It's director is the first one, and then after that, as many actors as you can go. And I've got IMDb opened to the movie itself.
All right. Well, now I have to think about how many. So, oh boy.
There's a great actor who's had a recent career renaissance who a lot of people forget is in this movie that both Sam and I are thinking of. But I bet Sam remembers that he's in there. Gonna be a fun little discussion. If we're both wrong about which movie this
it would be hilarious if we're both wrong about it.
If it's like a James Foley directed film, or if Dave Foley is in a notable role. If it's Brain Candy, I'm gonna laugh. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I can do -8.
Wow.
-8.
I don't think I could name 8 actors from the mystery film that both Sam and I are thinking of, so I'm going to let him give that a whirl. I can go at least 5. I think I could get to at least 5 actors and director.
Yeah, I think this is why we haven't discussed the rule book, because it's always just been the same way, where someone goes 0 and then Matt explains that if they want to, the person doesn't have to ask them to settle score. They can go 1 negative, and then that person doesn't have to settle the score.
Then they can go 2 negative. And
they
go back.
You just go back and forth, and at some point, Lon would have tapped out around 5, and Sam, you could have done it at 6.
But now you're at 8.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Well,
I think it should
let him go 8, folks. Listen,
I actually.
We created our new version of it, and I say we let it play.
I'm saying we can cut this out, but basically, I think the rule should be that someone goes 0. 0's bottom out, and then if you want to, you go back and forth until someone taps out. Otherwise, you just get someone who knows the movie really, really well and goes, I think it should go back. We can cut this bit out of the show.
I'm happy to reenact it with Lon if that's what you guys would prefer for future.
No. We learn from our mistakes. If that's Andy feels strongly about it, that's fine for the future.
You guys didn't see the Ethan versus Craig episode. They just went back and forth like that, and they were going, could I go another? Could I go another? And it's just, yeah, okay, I'll go 5. And then the other one sits there and goes, God, can I get 6? And it was just this really great back and forth of just diving down and down the IMDb list.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that is
I just think it makes for a better kind of back and forth
instead of
for future reference. That's what we will do. Yeah. But we're sitting at 8.
Settle that negative score. Yeah, negative.
Here we go. The film is, and I really, honestly, I just hope it's wrong. That'd be so much fun.
Yeah, that's be really funny if we're both wrong.
Beverly Hills Cop, directed by, here we go, -1, Martin Brest, starring Eddie Murphy, Judge Reinhold, John Ashton, Bronson Pinchot.
Very good.
Sure.
Ronnie Cox.
Great, excellent. That was as far as I thought I could go.
Damon Wayans.
Yes,
of course,
ballet.
Right, correct.
Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul's Jonathan Banks.
That's 7.
That's 8.
That's
Wait,
7.
What did I miss?
8. I counted them off.
Oh no, what director counts as
including the director? Yeah, including the director.
Director. Okay. Well, there you go.
And impressive. You got all the way to 8, man. It's worth 25 points, and you got it wrong. That's the unfortunate part of all of that.
Wait, are you
is that real?
That is real. You got that incorrect.
Why
that is not
did you let us go down that rabbit hole, Matt Knost?
You didn't, wait, did you not realize we were both thinking Axel Foley?
I knew you were thinking Axel Foley this whole time.
I didn't know. But wait. No one should say anything. Lon still has an opportunity to double down.
It just that is the incorrect movie. So
well,
Lon, you
so
can't double down.
I have to just take another guess. I don't get any notes.
You can double down if you want to guess the movie itself. Make it worth 50. Otherwise, you can just take the 25 points.
I'm just going to take
double down, Lon.
No. I will take.
Right.
I will take those points. What the
take
hell?
Those...
I can't believe it.
That turned into a great moment anyway.
Song just so we can see.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'll play the song, right?
Yeah, give me like 5. Just give me a bouncy C.
Nice.
No idea.
Police Academy.
It is. The Foley artist would be Michael Winslow.
Oh,
yeah.
My
oh my God.
Oh, you Jesus Christ Almighty! Why did you let us do that? Did you just want me to show off that I could name 7 actors from Beverly Hills Cop?
That's fantastic. Wow. Listen, you're a Beverly Hills Cop.
Wait, I'm sorry. Wait a minute, Andy. I had no idea which one we were going with. So you're saying Beverly Hills Cop was a possible answer?
No. I had no idea which movie you were thinking of out of Beverly Hills Cop and Police Academy. Even when Lon said they've got sequels, I was like, oh, they know it's Police Academy. And then I thought, oh, no, it could.
Very good.
It could be both. But given how
I also just thought it's got such a memorable theme, so everybody knows the Beverly Hills Cop theme is so famous that's why I was automatically, and it's called Axel F.
Axel F. Yeah,
it is. Yeah, and if that's the case, I wouldn't give that as a clue because that one's a little too on the nose.
Oh my God!
For like Schindler's List, Oscar, it's hard to come up with a punny name that isn't disrespectful to 6 million people dying. Whereas Human Plinko, we're talking about like 10 people, and that's fine.
Nobody cares about that.
I'm saying that actually Plinkoed.
That's in the film.
They were rich, though.
I'm saying that actually Plinkoed is on a T-shirt somewhere. I knew it.
Way more people probably Plinkoed in real life. Matt Knost.
Maybe, but it's nowhere near 6 million. So it's one thing to have a punny fun about a handful.
We can make Titanic jokes.
I can't believe that we did all of that. All of that legwork, all of that back and forth. Great. When you're sitting there, and you're like, they both think it's Beverly Hills Cop. I should stop this. Yeah, that'll be good. Be good entertainment for the people listening and watching.
Yeah. Look, you got to show off your knowledge. You went 7 actors deep on that. That's wildly impressive.
I end up doing this. I end up defending us. Right. If we'd have stopped you at Beverly Hills Cop when Lon could have, if you were thinking it's either Beverly Hills Cop or Police Academy, it could only be those 2 movies. I'll go down the Beverly Hills, and if we'd have stopped you, Lon would have doubled down and gone Police Academy.
I understand. Let me make it clear: no one was thinking Police Academy. Not
me,
not Lon,
not
anyone who was listening to this, listening to me and Lon talk about negatives and this, that. Not a single person was like, I'll bet it's Michael Winslow in Police Academy.
Okay, but we cannot run the risk. We cannot run the risk of it. We have to let you. We have to let the.
No, I'm thrilled you did. That was super fun. That was great.
It could be Spaceballs, but then you hear the music, and that's not Spaceballs music, so that would be
the Spaceballs.
Yeah, much different tone.
Spaceballs. There's Spaceballs. Yeah. Also a memorable theme. Theme. I'd love to hear Andy's take on.
We got it on our list. I don't think we've used that one from Spaceballs, but we've used others.
Yeah,
they got like this. Yeah, there's a random like R&B soul.
Yeah, it's hard. How do you do that without saying Spaceballs?
Yeah, you can't.
Oh, I swear.
Yeah,
I swear
it's every other word of that song.
I swear we did that track right because I remember you making a note saying, "I don't know how we're going to do this."
If you
we did,
and then
we did Dink Dink and Hello My Baby and others.
Yeah. You literally have a note. You have a note on it saying, "This one seems tough because the damn name is the entire chorus." And I managed to
they say Spaceballs.
I did a little bit of the verse.
There's a Spaceball.
Yeah. Watch out. See that? We'll move on. There's that viral clip of the guys recording the Chili's Baby Back Ribs song. Have you ever seen that where they're in the studio singing it? That's what I pictured the same guys doing the Spaceballs theme. Just really getting into it. It's a soulful Spaceballs theme song.
Yeah, we definitely did that.
All right, so we have one left.
But you know what I already know.
Yes. The game
He's going to have to get it wrong for a large amount, and I'll have to double down.
Yeah,
That's the only mathematical way I could win the game.
That is true. It's the only way.
Listen, I'm going to do my best here to pull this one out.
It sounds like he's going to play honorably. So we appreciate that.
I would expect nothing less.
There's only one left. The clue is a more perfect union. A more perfect union. So, Lon, the bidding is yours to open. It's a 35-point game right now.
I mean, I'll try for 10 notes, but I feel
like
let's give Sam a chance to get back in here. If he wants.
Well, if I say 3, no, I could say 4.
You can go down to
but then you'd have to say 3 to make it a 20-point.
Correct.
And then
he gets it wrong.
And I'm not going to do that. So
right. So this is academic at this point.
Pretty much.
There's no way I can win unless he makes a colossal error in math.
It has happened. Had you not talked him through it, people have made boneheaded decisions before.
Yeah, Lon's not a dumb person.
He's not an idiot. I realize.
Guy. Yeah.
I wasn't.
No, he wasn't going to do that. Well, all right. To hell with you. If I can't have fun, nobody gets to have fun. 0
it is. All right, Lon, would you like to go negative?
No. Let him take a crack at it. That's fine.
And I'll take my second clue, please.
Not a problem. Andy, go ahead and give him his second clue. It's the first one used of the game.
The pressure is really on for this one. Hey,
better be Neil Armstrong level.
Yeah, I know. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's go.
Nothing to do with that one.
What was the first clue? Remind me.
A more perfect union.
A more perfect union.
Okay. Let's go with your second clue is Doc around the clock. Doc around the clock.
Back to the Future.
Incorrect.
For the audio-only fans,
we could only see one finger. Trust me, we knew what that one finger was.
For the audio fans listening, I am giving the biggest middle finger.
Yeah, that's
to both Andy and Matt.
Sam,
I can see Doc around the clock is a great Back to the Future clue.
Is it Tombstone?
It is not Tombstone.
No, it's a different Doc you're thinking of. That's what
I was thinking of. The other Doc. Yeah, the other cinematic Doc.
Do you want to play it, Andy? Maybe they know it.
Sure, yeah.
That was the correct note, by the way. It's on the waterfront. On the waterfront.
Someone pull a face when I played this.
And they're dock workers. I understand.
They're dock workers. A more perfect union.
I got it. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna watch that back. I didn't play a single bum note, by the way. That's exactly how Leonard Bernstein.
You could have been somebody. You could have been a contender.
I could have been a contender, but you guys are something special. Holy crap.
I feel like that's the Southern version of "Bless Your Heart," is what you just said.
Oh,
you guys are so
bless
special.
your hearts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm realizing, and look, I'll take the L here because you let me go wild with Beverly Hills Cop, but unlike like the old DLM when they would do the Leonard Maltin game, when you'd bid down. There's no secondary clues if you're stuck after you hear the names. I like that you guys do it because you don't want someone to be really stuck and have both players completely miss everything on the last round.
It's not fun.
No, it's not fun. But if a player misses, the amount of points that they stood to win to just automatically award that to the other player for having done nothing, I don't know that is quite equitable, especially if player one has now gotten an extra clue that player two did not get to hear. So for what it's worth, my 2 cents, if you get it right, you get the full points. If you miss, your opponent gets half of the points and nullify the 15 and 25s. It should be like 10, 20, 30, 40. That would be a bit more fair because it's a lot easier for the person guessing to miss it, I think. And it puts the games wildly out of reach where you've got a 35-point deficit going into the final round. Just for my money, if I were producing, that's what I'd suggest.
A valid criticism.
Yeah,
as the winner, what do you think of the rules?
I think the show's perfect. I think everything works out.
Okay, great. All right.
I wouldn't change. I wouldn't change a thing.
Best 4 out of 7, motherfucker.
I mean, I think obviously, we have to keep this tradition.
The defaulting points is basically usually it benefits the person who's behind, so it helps them kind of inch their way back in. So we have something to play for at the end. Otherwise, most games would end up being a huge disparity, and it's pointless to last like 5 songs.
We ended up in a weird situation where both Sam and I very arrogantly assumed that we just knew. We did not give the game a chance to play out. We just bowled forward.
Right, because earlier in the game he said the joke's on you, and both you and I were like, it can't be Batman. That's so easy. And lo and behold,
listen,
Batman. How you keep people
that's the beauty of it.
Well, clearly, if the joke's on you could be as Batman, then surely this is Beverly Hills Cop.
For it.
Worked in our advantage.
Yeah. Sure
got
did.
You cocky and bitch you in the ass.
No, I wasn't cocky. I did exactly what I set out to do, which was name 7 actors from Beverly Hills
and
Cop.
Director Martin Brest.
Director Martin Brest. Yeah.
And that doesn't diminish how impressive it was.
Thank you so much. Damn, I realized I just got another one. Rick Overton. He's at the customs warehouse. He's the one. You gave him a match?
God,
he's the supervisor at the warehouse, yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah. The office worker, the guy that actually works there.
Yeah. Well, the 2 of them, yes, but
yeah. Wow, I totally forgot that he was in that.
Got another one.
9. Well, you know what? Bonus point to you, Sam. So congratulations.
Thanks, man.
Not a problem.
Thanks.
And when we create,
I'm trying to think of who plays Victor Maitland. That's that famous 80s character.
Yeah,
but I couldn't get
don't know his name.
At one point I knew his name because he was involved in it was really just a paperwork mess up, but he got deported from the United States.
Really?
Like 10 years ago. It was nothing bad. It was just he'd forgotten to extend his work visa.
Wow.
Right, yeah.
And like he was traveling domestically, I think, and they stopped him at the airport. They were like, you have to go sit in that holding cell and you're automatically put on the next flight back to the UK. Your visa expired. You're here illegally. You are being deported, sir.
Holy shit.
And there was nothing he could do. Like he had to leave the country, fix the paperwork and then come back. But because that made the news, he was like, I didn't break any laws. It was a paperwork error. It was all very silly. But
have you seen Beverly Hills Cop?
Reading that.
Yeah. I played the drug dealer.
I'm the guy who tells them to throw him through the window.
Mm-hmm. Well, Lon, you are today's big winner. You are 3-0.
3-0. All time settle the score champion, I think, right? Is that what we're
at this point, nobody's come on and gone 3-0 to start.
Yeah, but he still hasn't beaten me in the best out of 7.
It's true. Our first best out of 7 tournament is still on. I
mean, you look at any sporting championship, baseball, footsie, Super Bowls, the one with the puck. That's all best of 7.
The true champion.
Everybody after a best settle the score is going to be good. I'm looking forward to
that. Listen, we'll run this back again. We have no problem.
And
the clues are going to be the same thing. Some are going to point directly to. Some are going to point to.
The Foley points double.
Slightly obscure.
Yeah.
You take the good with the bad.
How deep could either of us actually have gone, by the way, on Police Academy? Was it directed by Pat Proft?
I don't know if the first one was, but I feel like
probably not.
At least
Hugh Wilson directed the first one.
Ooh, okay, definitely not getting that.
I wouldn't have gotten that.
I could have gone 3 is the best I could have gone.
Well, you have to get the director first, so I don't think any of us.
I wouldn't have gotten director on that one.
Yeah.
That aside, I can name 3 actors in it off the top of my head.
Goop, Cottrell, David Graff, Tackleberry,
Bubba Smith.
Bubba Smith,
Hightower.
Yeah.
And then
if you go Michael later
Winslow.
Ones, Michael Winslow. Yeah. If you push to 2 or 3, Bobcat Goldthwait.
Bobcat. Yep. Oh, Tim Kazurinsky.
Yeah. There's one more. Who's Booger?
Callahan. Leslie.
What's the name of the actor who plays Booger? What's that guy?
Oh, Curtis Armstrong, but he's not in it.
He's not. He's in 2, isn't he?
He's in 2. He's in 2.
Is he? Who's he in 2?
Isn't he one of the new cadets in 2?
I don't think so, because Police Academy and Revenge of the Nerds are both 84.
Oh, you're right. I thought he was in one of those police academies, but I'm wrong. You're right.
Maybe.
No, he's in the Better Off Dead One Crazy Summers, and he's in
Yes. Yeah.
And he's in Revenge of the Nerds, but
I think you're thinking of Sweet Chuck, Tim Kazurinsky.
Probably thinking of Sweet Chuck.
David Spades in 4.
Yeah,
everybody knows that.
Citizens on Patrol era.
Who doesn't have David Spade's filmography just right there to pull up at any moment?
George Gaines?
Gaines? Yeah, he's coming Lazard. Yeah. And Thomas Harris, right? He's Captain Harris?
No, G.W. Bailey.
G.W. something.
Yeah, G.W. Bailey.
G.W. Bailey.
G.W. Bailey. There you go.
Yeah. Here's a fun story. I don't know if we're still rolling on this. You can cut all that out, but here's a fun story I have to share. So, many years ago, 15 years ago, I was having a birthday party at a bar in Hollywood. I won't even name the bar because fuck that place. They were mean to me. But it was my birthday.
Take that, cat and fiddle.
Take that. No, they were both.
3 clubs, you bastards.
You sons of bitches. I think this bar is long gone. Anyway, I had reserved an area of the bar to celebrate my 24th birthday, I guess. And so I had invited my friend Morgan Murphy, who is a very funny comedian, writer, and she showed up with Bobcat Goldthwait, who I'd met once or twice, but that was like the first time I really chatted with him. And then coincidentally, this rather small bar, the other side of the bar had been rented out by the TV show The Closer, starring Kira Sedgwick, because they had wrapped shooting that night. So this was their unofficial last day of shooting cast, let's go out for drinks, wrap party. Like they had a proper one, a studio paid for one days later, I'm sure. But this was just like, hey, we did it, we wrapped, let's all grab a drink. And so G.W. Bailey was a series regular on The Closer. So that's Captain Harris and, Bobcat Goldthwait. Damn it, I can't remember his character's name.
Yeah, I don't remember it either.
Yeah, it's like Riff or Grit. I don't know. But what is it? You'll look it up. Anyway, so okay. So
Zed.
we realize
Zed in the police.
Zed. So they're over there. The closer people are over there. Bobcat walks in with Morgan. We say hello, this, that, the other. And I'm standing there chatting with Morgan and Bobcat. And then all of a sudden, a tap on Bobcat's shoulder, and he turns around, and it's G.W. Bailey. And a big hello. And then the two of them walk away, and they're having this lovely animated conversation. We can't really hear anything. But like, it was really nice. Clearly, they hadn't seen each other or connected in a long time. And then after like 10 minutes, Bobcat walks back over to us, and he's like, "Oh man, that's crazy." We're like, "Oh, that's wild. You guys haven't seen each other?" And I was like, "No, but fuck, why did I agree to go golfing with GW and Bubba Smith?" I'm not really a golfer.
Now he's in the police academy social circle.
Yeah, exactly. They got to force them. They go out all the time.
It's every weekend.
And obviously Bubba Smith has passed since then, but like, it tickles me to think that like since the 80s, GW Bailey and Bubba Smith
have maintained
like golfing buddies. For 25
Every once in a while,
years.
Tackleberry comes along.
Plus the disparity. He's not a tall man. And Bubba Smith is fucking huge.
Hey man, you get specialty clubs made for the tall fellas.
Oh, just as a twosome, that's a weird pairing.
I'm sure it was maybe not just the two of them, but like that's when I'm not a golfer, but when you find someone who loves golf as much as you, like that's your thing. Like you all automatically call them, they automatically call you. Hey man, you want to golf? I can get a tee time tomorrow at 9. Yeah, let's do it. Like that's kind of how that works. So I just love that that's what they had. And he wanted to invite Bobcat to that.
That's got to be the first actual police academy anecdote on this show, hands down.
The only one I've got.
And it's a pretty good one.
And I'm just a third-party witness to it.
Anecdote.
All right, fellas, we should wrap this up. Lon, floor is yours to plug, promote, say whatever you like. Go ahead, champ.
Thank you. Well, follow me on Twitter at LONS. That's the best place to do that. And check out my podcast. It's called Binge Boys. It features me and Hal Rudnick watching lots of shows on streaming and reviewing them, talking about news about them, all that stuff.
All right. And I'll have your social media links in the description, your Twitter handle. So hit him up. You can find that on his Twitter page. Mr. Levine.
Yeah.
Plug, promote. Take it away.
Well, look, find me on Cameo. I will do any kind of video you want. Of course, birthdays, anniversaries, retirements, whatever you need. But my specialty is apology videos and bad news videos. If you have bad news you need to break to someone, if you have an apology that you can't seem to find the right words for, let me find them for you. I am a professional actor, so I've had to make many genuine apologies in my own life. I was a real mess of a person for a very long time. So let me take what I've learned. Let me use my acting skills to apologize for you. So please come find me on Cameo. Reasonable priced, I think, comparatively speaking. You know, you got some of these guys charging $300-400, 60.
Nonsense.
Full 60. Come on, easy.
Look, this show is paid for one. That just shows you how economical a choice it is.
And wait, that was you? Anyway,
it was the show.
It was the show.
That's only half what Angela from the rehearsal is charging. So what a deal.
Yeah. And then, of course, you can find me on the social medias. I'm at Samm Levine, SAMM. But the thing I'm most proud of right now is my brand new website. It's www.settlethescoreisriggedagainstsam.gov.
This is an official.
It's an official.
Wow.
It's an official.
DOJ helped them set this one up.
I called in some.
Jesus, Dark Brandon does not like.
Yeah, Merrick
Garland's
got
Oh no.
Give it a thumbs up.
Yeah, no, I got the second gentleman to help me out on this. I just found out he and I went to the same Jewish sleepaway camp.
Oh.
So yep, Camp Cedar
Lake.
Lake.
Our first ever Jewish second. Our first ever second gentleman, but the first ever Jew in the vice president's office.
In the vice president's office. Any connection to the White House. So yeah, I called up good old Dougie and reminded him that we both went to Cedar Lake. And he said, whatever you need. So I said, here's the website, make it happen. And then I showed him.
This is what you chose to do.
And then I showed him the last 2 episodes, and he said, oh, I'm going to get on this toot sweet because this is rigged. I said, thank you, Dougie.
Yeah.
And here we are, guys.
And we know
sounds legit.
Kamala Harris's office is on it. It's taken care of. I mean, that's what that means. So.
Yeah. Well, and if the site is down, by the way, by the time you go to check it out, that just means Andy has called his friends in the State Department and gotten it shut down. And
or so many people visited it crashed.
That's probably what it is. Either Andy's gotten it shut down, or much more likely, traffic is so high, and you crash the site.
Somehow Hunter Biden is behind.
Yeah. That's what was on the laptop.
It's hosted on his laptop, so that's
Everybody
the problem.
Knows that.
All right, Andy, anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Well, yeah, I guess it's been an amazing 2 years. I'm very, very proud of our little show and how much fun it is. And here's to the next 2.
I echo that sentiment.
This is Jen.
You can. Good for you. 4:30 in the afternoon. You can follow Andy at STS_AndyM, and you can follow me at Matt Knost. That is it for our first 3, apparently, of a 7-game series. So we'll let you guys know when this thing continues and the eventual champion is actually crowned. But right now, one guy is a commanding 3-0 lead. So you got a lot ahead of you.
You're looking an awful lot like the 2004 Yankees, Lon.
Yeah, a legend, an all-time legend. Yeah.
All right, that is it for this week's show. We'll see you guys next week with a brand new episode. Stay safe out there. Adios.